What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna do the painting video that I've been trying to do for a while. I'm like weirdly nervous about it because I'm like, oh, I hope it's fucking good. But then I'm like, no, that's not what I said. I said it was just supposed to be fun. It's my first painting in like, I don't even know how many years, but since I was a kid, like, because I've never could understand painting. And it's something that I've like, whenever I see someone who can, like my mom can paint really well, and it's something I'm just like, it's so impressive to me because I can't even like understand how you do it. So I'm gonna try and do a little one today, because I want to do more artistic stuff this year, and painting something that I can't get my head around, but if I do it a couple times throughout the year, I'll slowly get better at it, so I might as well give it a go. I'm gonna paint on this. I painted it pink a tiny bit. Well, like the background pink, because I didn't want it to just be like a badly painted rose and then it's just white behind it and it looks like it would just make it look worse, I think. But then I was thinking that the rose, I should have made the pink a bit whiter, like lighter, more white than pink, and then have a tinge of pink, because now with the red, I don't know how much it's gonna come up on the thing. I don't know if you'll even be able to see the red, but we'll figure it out as we go along, I guess. Anyway, if you didn't see the other video, this is what I'm trying to paint. The rose, I'm not gonna do the whole thing, I don't think, unless the rose comes out really good. I still might do the like leaves and stuff at the top. We'll just see how it goes first with the rose, I guess. I don't really know how to even start this. Like, I don't know anything about painting, so I'm just gonna do it. I don't even know if this is fully dry. I think so. Maybe it'll be fine. I'm impressed with how well this came out. I thought it would be a bit like blotchy in places, but it's not, so I'm just gonna go straight into it because fuck it. Try new things this year, okay? Oh Jesus, what if the first brush is bad? Oh, that's too much, I feel. Okay. How do you even, I've never painted off an easel either, so I'm gonna try from here. Okay. Just give me a rough outline of where it's gonna go. Okay, I can lower this on a bit more. Yeah, it's just painting. I don't understand it, and I really want to be able to like, as like maybe dickish as it sounds, I'd like to be kind of just be able to do a very basic level of almost anything artistic, because I don't know what one I want to focus on like solely. So I'm kind of just gonna try everything this year and just see which ones I kind of like most enjoy doing. Okay. This is already not really doing what I want to do. Brush that I've just picked up might not be the best one to have chosen for this. And I don't know the types of paints I'm using, if they're compatible with each other. Because, you know, all like acrylic and all these different types. I think these are just ready mix paints. I don't know what the fuck that means. Poster paint and art mix. So it's the three different things, I think. I don't know. Okay. Can you even see that? Yeah, I'll show you throughout. Okay, I'll show you the stem so far. Look. So hopefully that's a promising start. Let's try and tie it a little more. Yeah, fuck it. I guess I can make it thicker. No, not yet. Okay, I'll go for the. How am I going to do the rose part? I should have just done a normal flower. Oh, why did I try and do a rose? Wait, okay, I think if I'm going to do a rose, you know, we're just going to commit to it, and I'm going to flake it off a little bit at the top, because it kind of does like a little boop, and then the rose comes up from there. I'll leave that brush there for a second because I might need more green. Yeah, this is so hard. I don't understand how to paint. This brush might do good for it. Yeah, this is not, God, here we go. Okay, holy shit. I can see the red. You can't really tell there, but I'll show you guys in a second. I don't know. Don't touch the green yet. We'll figure that out later. I feel like it's gonna look more like a red, like tulip, is that the right word? Then a rose. I have to remember what a rose looks like, because I'm just going off the drawing that I drew. I should have actually looked up what a rose looks like. Yeah, well, fuck it. I know this is whatever. This is technically the first video of the next week. I'm filming this on a Sunday night, so I only put up one video this week, which sucks. I'm putting it down to I was ill, and then I was gone. But I'm back now, and I'm trying my best, okay? I promise. It's hard though. Like, even, you know, you get the voices in your head being like, what are you doing, dude? Go to bed. Don't fucking do this shit. No. I have to do this. It's my it's my fucking burden for this year that I have to try and be more creative and put myself in situations that I find pretty uncomfortable usually, but because it's something that I really like enjoy, I want to be able to, like, you know, do it without the fear of being like, oh, you're no good at it or whatever. That's why I like kind of painting, is like, I know I'm not good at painting, so you can't tell me I'm shit at painting after this, because I know that. There's no news there. Ah, guys, what does a rose look like? I don't know if this is that even a rose? It feels like it's, like that's obviously one petal of it, but I feel like it's not even a fucking rose. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. Fuck it. I like it though. This is fun. How have you guys been? It's Sunday now, and I was gone. I was gone to Dublin to see my friends, and we went to like a little gig. It was a lot of fun. It was like advertised as a Bring Me the Horizon and Blink-182 thing. There was like a few of their songs, but it was mostly just any kind of like emo rock band like them. So it was kind of actually fun, because I'm not like a super fan of either of those, so I wouldn't have known many of their songs. I would have known the obvious ones, but it would have definitely, I wouldn't have known too many of them, but there was a good mixture of everything, so it wasn't too bad. But it was a fun time. It was great seeing my friends again. One of them lives up in Dublin, so I barely get to see her. It was great seeing her again. And the guy who went with me, love hanging out with him. He's super cool. And it was awesome. It was awesome. I had a great time. And I want to try and go up to Dublin more this year. Because it's like, we were walking around the next day and I was like, I know nothing about this city. I have no idea where anything is. And he had been up a few times, like he goes up for matches and stuff. So he knew it better. And I was like, God, there's so much. I didn't know we had all this stuff. And then the friend who lives there was telling me there was even more stuff, and I was like, it'd be interesting to just discover more about the capital of our country, I guess. Okay, I'm actually kind of fucking cooked here. Like, oh my god, I'm taking that. That's not too bad. Now, I'm gonna try and do like little thorns sticking off it, but I feel like the green is too thick and it's still wet. And I don't want this video to go on for like 30 minutes. It's already been 10 fucking minutes. Oh my god. I need to hurry, kind of. I'm gonna use, do I use that one again or do I try and find maybe this? Yeah, I'll use this one for the black and go from there for the thorns and kind of in between the petal thing I've got going on here. Oh, I'm so bad at painting. This is ridiculous. Oh god, that's too much. Okay. Ooh. This, I'm gonna have to concentrate here, so I might go quiet for a second. It's so hard to paint on easel. My hand is in the air. I need it anchored somewhere. Sorry, I'm gonna be quiet here for a second. This is just insane that I'm doing this. Okay. I knew it would not look the way I wanted it to look, but god damn, don't let me fuck it up now. Okay. Fuck. I don't know if this was the right idea, but okay. I didn't think how hard it would be to like talk about something and do this at the same time because I'm so bad at this. So bad at this. Oh, I have to stop saying that. I'm learning. Give me a chance. I'm not saying that to any. I'm saying that to myself. Like, dude, relax. For basically a first-time painter, I feel like I could be worse. You know, there's some sort of a shape here going on. Is it a rose? I still don't know, but we're doing something. Okay. Ooh, the one put too high. Fuck, that sticks out like a sore thumb. Okay, let's just make it thicker up there, I guess. Okay. Oh, fuck. Abstract. We'll just call it abstract. Oh, goodness me. If you've never painted before, try and paint. This is so, like, it's so, I feel precise, but like, I feel like that's not what it should be. So maybe I'm just not doing it right. You know, it should be kind of like in layers and you slowly add more detail. I'm kind of just doing it as if I'm coloring by numbers, kind of. I'm just like, oh, I left these parts space, so I'm gonna just put them in. I'm not giving anything time to dry, I'm just adding stuff. So I don't know if I'm doing this correctly at all. It's my first time. Hold on, check this out. I'm gonna show you where I'm at now. I just want to add in, like, fill in the dots. My god. Oof. Okay. I don't want to smudge the red and the black together and then ruin the fucking color of the rose. Yeah, I think the background's a bit too red on the pink scale of white and red. It's too red, but like, it's not that bad. I'm not too ashamed. I might post this. Oh, okay, that leaves kind of nice. What I do too. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. Okay, second leaf is going on. A second leaf has hit the rose. Too much of a curve, potentially. Ugh, who cares, man? It's supposed to be fun, right? Are you guys having fun? I'm not. I'm so tense doing this. I kind of want to just like dollop it with other stuff so I could be like, oh, it was just messing. Like, it wasn't me trying to do painting good. Okay, that is the great one. Okay, I thought I just messed up the brushes and the paints. Okay, back to black. Good song. Anyway, okay. How am I gonna do thorns on this? Okay, watch this space. Oh, fudge. Maybe I should just be doing it like this. The green's gonna have to dry a little bit before I can do them on them. Okay, they're more like little splotches than thorns at the moment. But hey, a win's a win. Ooh. Okay, I don't know if I can actually do any down the middle of the stem because I can see that there's a layer of wet green paint just dripping down the middle. So I think that's gonna be like finishing touches whenever this is dry. And will I do that? I don't know. I think it's more of a sit down, one take wonder thing. This painting. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave the rose as much as it. Can you even see the little thorns? I'm gonna leave it like that, and then I'm gonna put some green. Whatever I was trying to draw, like the leaves or like vines, kind of going over the top, to add something to it. Because right now it's kind of. Looks so silly when I show it to the camera. What the fuck? Hold on. I need to make the stem a little longer. I think it looked really short when I showed it on camera. Okay, wait. I'm gonna put it down a bit more. And boop. Okay. I would usually listen to music when doing stuff like this. An album that I would have listened to if I could listen to music while doing this instead of recording it would be like I would listen to a lot of Joe Keery's music, and he released an album I think like last year, but I've only been hearing like his This Is Joe playlist thing, so I don't know. I know a few that are on the album now, but I haven't listened to it in its entirety, and I'm waiting for either a day where I'm doing art stuff or a drive through like a countryside to listen to it, because I feel like that would be a good vibe. But I was trying to think back the last time I did any like artistic stuff like this, and it was like not painting but like drawing was like in my teenage years. And I think a band that I would have listened to, and like the specific album I remember listening to when I was like last doing artistic stuff was A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships by the 1975. And I think, I should have looked it up before I started talking about it, but I think that album came out in like, oh god, 2016 or 2018? No, that's way too early. 2013 was their first album. 2018? Yeah, so I would have been like 17, maybe? Yeah, I guess that adds up. I was trying to get back into drawing, and I remember listening to that album, and I love that fucking. It's one of my favorite albums I think of all time. Like personally, I don't know, like it might not. I don't know. I think they're pretty well liked as like a decent band. Like it's not really a niche thing to say you like the 1975, because they have just bangers, all great songs. Yeah, this fine thing's not doing what I wanted it to do, but we knew that was going to happen, so I'm just going to start going crazy with it, because this is what I asked for. I wanted to do this. I like how I'm like see, you can try new things this year, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this, but I do want to do it. I just know I'm gonna mess it up. Why am I going for red? Definitely not the right choice. Do I need a different brush for this? No, let's just send it home. Oh my god, it's been 20 minutes. I don't know how long this video is gonna be when you guys see it. Hopefully I will have cut out a lot of it because I'm freaking out over here. Oh no, that just looks like a square. Make it into a bit of a leaf shape. No. Oh, this is gonna go south so quickly. Oh, okay. Wait, maybe save it. Guys, I finished Stranger Things last night. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Cried. I cried watching it. Not even because of like any emotional bits in the show. Well, no, I don't know. Not because of like the contents. There was just like, if you've seen it, this isn't really a spoiler. I'll be like very vague about it if you haven't watched it because it took me ages to watch it. So if you haven't seen it, I'll give you a chance. But there's like scenes where they're like, the last few scenes where they're talking kind of like about what's next for them all, and they're kind of like tearing up talking about it because they're like, oh, will we see each other and all this kind of stuff. And I think part of it was like, oh, I remember like having those kind of conversations with friends like after college and stuff, and how emotional that day was for me, being like, God, I hope I get to see these people again. They're awesome. And then it was in my head being like, oh my God, it feels like these were like the last few days of them shooting, which probably might not be true at all because they're just good actors. But I was like, it was pulling at my heartstrings because I was like 10 years. I remember watching that first season when it first came out, and I was 16, and I thought it was the best thing ever. I was like, this is my type of show. And now it's over. I think that's why I put off watching it for so long, because I was like, no, if I watch it, that means it's over, and I lose that comfort show, but I can just watch it again. It's fine. No, joke. I don't want to think about it too much. It is. It's fine. But yeah, really, really great. I liked it. You know, I seen a lot of shit online being like, oh, they ruined it with the finale or whatever. You gotta learn to just, you know, the people who complain about it, it's just like, do you think you could have done a better job? And how else could it have ended? I think it ended pretty, like, what everyone knew was gonna happen in that show. I don't know. People like to hate about stuff. But don't hate on me, please, because it will actually make me sad. Oh no, my dogs are barking. Guys, it's kind of, I may be fixing this just by adding distractions from the rows. I think that's kind of, let's just go, ooh, swoosh, big, taking big swings at this now. I'm getting too comfortable with the brush, but hey, it's all a learning curve. Okay, guys. How long has been over 25 minutes I've spent on this, which is probably more embarrassing than like what it even looks like. But I think it's not the worst thing. Look how pretty this is. Oh God, don't fuck it up. Look, it's like little bushes, vines, and a rose. I'm actually kind of chuffed. I did not think it was going to be that good. Good, crazy word to say. I didn't think it would be that. Even, you know, looking at it, know what it is. But I think it's alright. My hand's freaking cold. Anyway, I'm happy with it. I think there's not much more I can do now because like the stems, I kind of want to put some more thorns on it and like some detail on the leaves maybe, but maybe when I do another one, I'll put the final touches at the start of the next painting, and then go into put the finishing touches on this before starting the next painting. But yeah, this was actually a lot more. When I kind of knew I messed it up, and then just started taking chances with the sides and stuff, I felt a little bit more free with it. I was like, doesn't matter, does it? But yeah, I like it. So, if you don't. Anyway, this is trying new stuff for the year and seeing what we can make of it. So, this is the first painting I've done. I do kind of want to try and do another one and just maybe not have as much of an idea of what I'm going to do and make it completely abstract, because I think I'd like that stuff of just like, you know, it coming into a vision near the end. But yeah, this is cool. I have to go clean up everything now. It's like 2:30 in the morning. Ah well, I put this upon myself. I challenged myself to do it, and I'm gonna do it. And this video will go up during the week at some point, and I'll figure out something else if it's gonna take too long to edit, because it's nearly half an hour now, and I don't think you want to see like 10 minutes of me just like. So I'll probably cut those bits out unless I do something stupid in them. Alright, thank you for joining me on this, because I probably wouldn't have done it if it was just me on my own. I probably would have just put it off, and now I'm like, no, I gotta show me doing stuff so that others will be like, yeah, why don't I try paint for the first time as well, you know? So, I did my little bit. And so if I become really class at painting, imagine I become like a fucking crazy good painter, and I come back and be like, that was my first painting? God, how am I now got stuff in the Louvre? Crazy. I don't even know if they put people that live nowadays in the Louvre. That's all for old artists. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Help me get this in the Louvre. I'll be like the guys who robbed it, but I'm just going in to sneak this in and just put it somewhere for like a day. I'm joking, I'm not going to do that in case that's like a criminal thing to say. Anyway, thank you guys. Love you so much. Yeah, thanks. One more look for good measure. Awesome. Okay, bye.